So here's some characteristics of what I think is the ideal classroom. And really this is how I want to set up the class. I don't plan on giving you busy work. I want to have a lot of fun, and I want our activities to be meaningful, should be manageable. We all need to have energy, enthusiasm, and humor. You will be working in your groups, and I believe that my expectations will be clear. I want to get your input. I want us to have mutual respect, and it will be structured and organized. So I hope you can agree with that. It's all about that econ. No trouble. Haha. So if I say this one time, I'll say it a million times. This is not AP US history. Did you hear that? This is not AP US history. AP Econ is skills-based. So you're going to be learning how to graph and how to interpret graphs and things like that. You will not be memorizing dates, okay? It's all about the skills that you're learning. And the important thing is you have to do the assignments before class. I really want to spend our class time reviewing and sharpening and going over what you have already done at home. And then finally, you have to be precise. There's no fluff, can't think of the politically correct term, but you can probably guess what I'm thinking about. Can't just make things up. I'm going to see through it, okay? You must be precise. Woohoo! Guess what? I won the lotto. Woot woot! And I'm going to get you anything you want. What do you want? You want a new car? You want a new house? What do you want? You want your college tuition paid for? I got it. I will cover you. Now, would your list ever end? Probably not. Okay? The reason why, and this is key in economics, is scarcity. Woo, that is not what I meant to do. But it is still scarcity. And that, my friends, is what econ is all about. So economics is actually a science. It is much more of a science than it is a history class. And so we're going to be doing a lot of logical thinking. And here is your first definition. Make sure you get this in your vocab. We have unlimited wants, unlimited resources. Because of that, we have to make choices. Okay? And so we're going to be looking at the study of the choices that individuals, firms, and governments make. And whether you really thought about it or not, you actually make choices every single day. You're making economic decisions even when you don't realize it. You chose to come to class today. That's a choice. You have to choose between buying different items. Businesses choose how many people to hire. Governments choose where to spend taxpayers' money. And once again, here's a definition of economics. This should be going in your notebook, also on your vocab. And I'm not really sure why scarcity is down here, but okay, how we deal with scarcity. So this class, we're only going to be focusing on micro econ. And in micro, we are, again, looking at how small economic units, those individuals, firms, industries, etc., are making their economic choices. Macro is the large economy, things like unemployment, GDP, etc. So it's good for you to kind of know some of the theory, but to be honest, this is not a big part of what we're going to study. So you'll read about it. You've seen it here, positive versus normative. Again, not a huge thing on the AP test. basically we're going to be focusing on the positive, what is. We're not really going to be looking at normative, making value judgments about what should or shouldn't be. That's a little more macro-based and kind of more policy-based, and again, not a focus of this class. So economists do make assumptions, and here are the 5 key assumptions that we deal with in economics. These assumptions are pretty much the foundations of economics, and most of these are your basic vocabulary words from Module 1, so make sure we're paying attention, okay? Things like scarcity and trade-offs. We want to do things that will maximize our satisfaction. You're going to learn later this is called utility, and we'll talk about utility maximization. Again, something we're going to hear over and over again is making decisions on the margin. So marginal cost, marginal benefits. Why did you come to school today? Well, because the marginal benefits of coming to school were greater than the marginal cost. And we'll be looking at that in depth. All right, so here we have a table about going to the movies, okay? And the first time that you go to the movies, you felt like it benefited you $30 worth of utility or satisfaction. That's how much you enjoyed the movie. And it only cost you $10. Now, the second time you watched the movie, you got $15 worth of benefit, and again, it only cost you $10. And the third time, the movie gave you benefit $5 worth, and it cost you $10. So we can see our total benefit after watching the movie 3 times is $50, and our total cost is $30. So, would you go see this movie 3 times? Now, even though the total benefit is more than the total cost, your answer should actually be no. You would not watch the movie the 3rd time. Now, you may be wondering, well, why not? If my total benefit's $50 and my total cost is $30, of course I'd go 3 times. But in economics, what we're going to be learning about is the margin. And the 3rd time we go to the movies, our marginal benefit was only $5, but the marginal cost was $10. So in that case, the marginal cost was greater than the marginal benefit. And if that's the case, we're not going to do that. So we would not go watch the movie the 3rd time. So our focus really is not going to be about the total during this class. It's going to be about the marginal. Make sure you pay attention to that in your reading. Okay, so really the best definition of marginal is additional, okay? And it's this all idea of thinking on the margin, okay? What's the additional benefit? What's the additional cost? Are we going to keep shopping? Are we not going to keep shopping? Are we going to keep studying? Are we not going to keep studying? That is the marginal analysis. Okay, so again, it's not an all or nothing with marginal analysis. It's all about the additional. Okay, should I keep studying? Should I go, etc.? And this is a typo. That would be commonly. So these next couple of slides are blank because there's some funny videos, and you'll just have to wait until I'm back in class for me to show them to you. So keep moving along. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here either. Keep going. They'll be really funny. Next time I see you, remind me to show you these videos. There's one about Miley Cyrus. Okay, so don't let me forget. All right, so here's a little cartoon. All right, talking about scarcity. Do we get it? If you do, include it in your notes. All right, so that's it for now. Don't forget to do your summary. Make sure you get those key concepts. There's more than one. Included in your summary. And again, don't forget, your left side questions are where you are going to show me your thinking. Okay? No level 1 questions. See you in next class. Well, you'll hear me. I won't see you until December. Bye.